issues at the heart of the writers and actors strikes, artificial intelligence. Meanwhile, AI is being put to use in new ways in Santa Monica. Look at this video. The city there just wrapped up a test using AI camera technology to allow buses to spot parking violations and then write tickets on the spot. Charles Torito is the Chief Growth Officer at Hayden AI, the team behind the smart cameras. He joins us now with more. Charles, good to see you. Thanks for doing this. Congrats. Tell us about this tech. How does it work? And what did you all learn from the Santa Monica test?
Thanks a lot for having us. We're very proud of our technology. At its core, our company, Hayden AI, is a geospatial mapping company. And in Santa Monica, to help enforce bus lane and bus stop parking violations, we've deployed our system on several buses to capture data that can be used to better understand just how much of a problem this is. Cameras are mounted behind the windshield of the buses, and we essentially use machine learning technology to map the road and help detect when vehicles are parked illegally, either in bus lanes or at bus stops. Video from those events is then shared with the transit agency, and they'll decide whether or not a parking violation should be issued.
So this was a test in Santa Monica, but the system's already up and running in New York. It's about to go live in D.C.
It is.
What are you seeing there?
Yeah. Well, what we're seeing are a tremendous number of violations of people driving and parking in bus lanes or at bus stops. In Santa Monica, over a 45-day period, we saw about 511 potential violations. And in New York, the cameras have been operating on nearly 500 buses for the last 6 months, capturing violations. During that time, they've captured more than 80,000 events. And so there is no question that there is a problem with vehicles parking and in bus lanes and at bus stops. And our hope is that we can help agencies improve their reliability, increase their ridership, enhance safety, and ultimately reduce CO2 from more efficient operations.
So have you handed out 80,000 tickets in New York?
There have been a lot of violations issued in New York since the program went live, and more cameras are on the way.
So there's a lot of people that are afraid of AI. There's a lot of people that feel that AI is going to take jobs. Does this take away the job of writing tickets? Does this take away the job of the people that you see out there looking for this sort of thing?
I think it's actually quite the opposite. I think it's actually potentially going to create jobs. On one hand, the work that's being done, the lanes that are being enforced, aren't being enforced today. So there's no one being displaced by the enforcement of those lanes. But what will be needed are eventually more parking officers to either approve or reject the events captured by the systems. Also, the more ridership that we see on public transit, potentially there could be a need for more operators, more buses. And so there's a real opportunity here to actually create jobs with AI, not take them away.
And create a lot of money for the government, because you're going to have to start paying those tickets. Charles Torito of Hayden AI, thank you so much for your perspective. Really interesting what you're doing.
Thanks for having me.